And before we get into the video, make sure to enter into our giveaway by subscribing to PlayStation Source, leaving a like on the video, commenting on what you would use the $10 PSN card for, as well as your Twitter username in that said comment, and make sure to follow PS Source Vids on Twitter. Now on to the breakdown. What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, and we are going to recap the PlayStation E3 2018 press conference. So right now, just off the bat, first impressions, I thought it was really good. Obviously, you know, there's obviously a bias here. I love PlayStation and everything, but I do have issues with the conference that I will talk about throughout this recap. But to start off, they had the entire conference kind of split into two different sections, right? And so what I mean by that is that the first half was in this really cool, like, church-looking type of room with lights strung on top of him and everything, and then we had Sean Layden come out, and he was, you know, just talking about PlayStation and everything. And then it went in to a person that was on the banjo doing a live rendition of the Last of Us theme, and then we got into some Last of Us 2 gameplay. And so the connection here was that the venue that they were currently standing in, the audience was standing in, was the exact same place where Ellie was standing in the Last of Us 2 trailer. So it showed a little bit of dialogue there, some new characters that I'm sure we'll know a lot more about. And then we have a specific love interest to Ellie as well in this, and then there's a flashback that she goes into when the other person that's not Ellie, I forgot her name, after they kiss, Ellie goes into this kind of flashback and is kind of, I guess, reminiscing or thinking about the phrase that the other girl told her, which was that they should be more afraid of her, other people in the room and everything. And so Ellie is thinking back, and it's this intense, crazy, dark scene, and we get a ton of action, a ton of gameplay. Finally, there's so much gore in this game. It's crazy. The UI also is something to comment here as well, because I almost want to do a full breakdown of the just Last of Us 2 trailer and walk through it step by step as to what is so cool about it. Obviously, I can't do it right now, but the way the UI and the menu systems, everything is so minimal, it makes it such a cinematic type of feel to it. It's awesome, it's great and everything. And you know, I mean, it is Last of Us 2. Of course, it was gonna blow us away. It felt so tense and brutal, and me also right now playing through Last of Us, I can definitely see the correlations and differences with Last of Us 2 and everything that they showed, and they definitely still retained that, you know, throughout this entire game, you are gonna be in very tense situations, very tense. You're going to be put under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and it is remarkable. So I'm really glad that they opened up with Last of Us 2, and then they went to the outside studio where they had some other announcements, and people that were on stream were saying that these were from the pre-show that they were doing throughout the entire week of E3. As you know, if you are on their blog a lot, they did a like pre-E3 for every day leading up to E3. They made a specific announcement and everything, and so this one, the biggest one that they made here that wasn't a part of that pre-show type of thing, was that God of War is getting a new game plus, which I am very excited about. I love God of War, obviously you all know that and everything. They didn't show a trailer or any gameplay or anything like that from God of War, but they just announced that it will be getting a new game plus mode. And then we went into some news about Black Ops. Of course, there's a big Activision deal with PlayStation and everything, and so with Black Ops 4, we will be getting the remastered maps from Black Ops 1 and 2 that are Summit, Jungle, Slums, and Firing Range. Obviously, they are great maps in their own right, and they're being remastered for Black Ops 4, so that's really cool. But on top of that, they also said that they are also coming to Black Ops 3 if you pre-order Black Ops 4 via the PlayStation Store, so that's really cool as well. But then they didn't stop there. They did not stop there. They dropped the bombshell also that Black Ops 3 is also going to be free for Plus members starting tonight, so that is something really cool. If you haven't played Black Ops 3, it's a great game, highly recommend it, and if you're a Plus subscriber, you will be able to get that for free. And I think you can probably already tell by the tone of my voice and everything that this was a very weird conference in this type of section. It was super weird. They just kept onto the outside studio because the people from the inside that were in the Last of Us 2 venue were having to move into the main conference room that they had as well. So why they didn't just have everything in that main conference room, I'm not sure. They wanted to do something different, I get that, but then they went on to some Ghost of Tsushima gameplay, which let's talk a little bit about Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, so the actual game looked amazing. Okay, it was just the overall feeling of it, the music, the way the environment was just reacting to its own environment. For example, the leaves on the grounds were interacting with the wind, as well as the horses, movements, and everything that your main character is on. It wasn't anything like new that we haven't seen in gaming, but it just looked amazing when it was all put together. It was absolutely breathtaking and everything, and there were brutal kills as well to go around, plentiful, and there was a little bit of a betrayal with the two main characters that were prominent in the trailer as a whole and everything. And to me, okay, I'm gonna be straight up honest here, okay, to me, and I already tweeted this out already, Ghost kinda didn't sell me, and I'm very surprised by that. I'm surprised that I'm saying this, you know, because if any of you watched Cross Circle episode 1 that we did and we recorded, where we were talking about our E3 predictions and everything, I was saying that I was excited to see how Infamous's combat and the infamous traversal system would kind of bleed its way into Ghost of Tsushima. Obviously, they're two different IPs, so I get it won't be the same thing, but I just figured that, you know, there's just something wasn't right about Ghost. The way I was looking at it, the way I was perceiving, the way the gameplay looked, there's something wrong with Ghost of Tsushima, and I would love to just dive into it a little bit more and talk about it. I don't really, man, and it's hard to tell right now because I just finished watching the stream and I'm still thinking about it, but there was something missing with Ghost of Tsushima. Like, it looked fun, obviously I'm gonna play it, but there's something with the gameplay, something with how, you know, the combat was unfolding throughout the trailer that I was not down with. Then we went on to a new IP called Control. It is a game by Remedy and 505 Games, where you can clearly see the Quantic Dream type of game style bleeding into this game as well. It looks super cool. This game looks very trippy. It looks like you had some sort of powers and you were moving objects in the world and everything. It looks really dope. Really excited to see more of that game and everything. And we didn't get any date or any release window or anything, but I am very hyped to have Control be announced and see where that all is going to end up. And then we got the return of Resident Evil in the form of Resident Evil 2 is getting a remake. It looks very good. And me, honestly, I'm not the biggest Resident Evil fan, so I wasn't crazy hype about it, but it did look really good. And the biggest bombshell about this whole thing was that it is taking that January Resident Evil spot that it had back in 2016, I believe, with Resident Evil 7, and it's coming out January 25th, 2019. And it looked very good, obviously, like I said before, but who knows if I'll pick this up. I'm not 100% sure, but if you Resident Evil fans, you'll be excited to know that you will be playing that in a few months' time. They switched gears and announced a VR game by the creators of Rick and Morty, and it's actually a VR game that's also coming out to PS4 as well, so both consoles, you know, both type of platformers and everything. And it's called Trover Saves the Universe, and it's clearly inspired by Rick and Morty, clearly by the creators of Rick and Morty and everything. So pretty cool to see that game get announced as well. It was a funny trailer. It was a nice kind of like exhale to all the tense trailers that we got before with Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us 2. It was kind of nice to take a little break and then, you know, have something a little more lighthearted during the conference. And then I could not make this up, folks. I really cannot make this up. Kingdom Hearts 3 was shown again. Like, okay, guys, we get it. The game is coming out January 2019. Beautiful. But we got another look at it, and it was showing off parts of the Caribbean in the game as well. And they also announced that a cool limited edition PS4 console will also be coming alongside the release of Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. So if you wanted a new Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4 Pro console, you can get that as well. But they also announced that Kingdom Hearts will be getting what is dubbed the Kingdom Hearts package, and what you'll get in this is Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Remix, and then Kingdom Hearts 2.8. So you'll be able to get all of those on the PS4 at some given time. They didn't say when. I'm assuming maybe it's going to be alongside the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, so that's what you're getting there. If you want more Kingdom Hearts in your life, you can play them all on PS4, or the majority of them. I don't know how many there are. And then they showed off some Death Stranding gameplay. So let's talk about this, right? So to me, at least, the way you moved and the way you interacted with the world, at least from a character standpoint, like from you controlling your main character, Norman Reedus, it looked a lot like Metal Gear to me, which of course is running the same engine, it's by the same person, so obviously I would assume that there were some similarities there, but that's just what I picked up as well. Obviously, it looked amazing, the graphics looked insane, there was a lot of gore as well. He pulled off a toenail in the trailer. I'm like, bro, stop, fam. Like, that was gross. But here's now, okay, I'm getting a little bit annoyed with Death Stranding, okay? It looked amazing, obviously it looked good, but you still couldn't tell me like, yo, what is this game about? It's something about people in death and they're coming to get you while you're living and stuff like that. There's babies involved and people are eating different things in the trailer and everything, and like it looks cool, and like I get it, it is Kojima. He's gonna he's gonna confuse you, and so he's ready to set it to you straight and everything, so I get that aspect. But it is a little bit to have this feeling that like, dude, I know I'm gonna play this game, I know I'm gonna love this game most likely, but I still don't know what it is. We've seen it for what, nearly 2 years now at this point, around 2 years, something like that, you know. So we and who knows if this game is even a PS4 game. I doubt it. I really doubt this game is PS4. I think it's still PS5 maybe, or maybe on the last year of PS4, I'm assuming, or something like that. But Death Stranding was, yeah, still what the F, you know what I'm saying. And then we got a very cool looking cinematic trailer from Nioh 2 that is coming out as well. I haven't gone around to the first one yet. I kind of have it on my playlist, but I haven't picked it up yet and tried it, so I'm definitely more intrigued now to definitely pick up Nioh and try it out, since Nioh 2 is on the way with a really cool trailer. It looked awesome, you know, very nice showing for that game as well, so really hyped to see that Nioh 2 still has some life in its IP. And then we ended the conference with Spider-Man here, and it's him going into the raft, and essentially Electro broke out a bunch of different prisoners, and we got Rhino in here, Scorpion, Green Goblin, Electro himself. They're all fighting Mysterio, and then you know, at the end there was a super cool, just again, really cool trailer, really cool showing the show ups new abilities with Spider-Man that he can do and that you can pull off in the game as well. So overall, really cool combat they showed, and for the most part, you know, this trailer was definitely more of just same what we've seen. Like, it didn't really show anything drastically new with the game overall, you know what I'm saying. So it was definitely just more of nice to see it, but I'm already sold. I didn't need to see this game again, you know what I'm saying, on the PlayStation stage. And then at the end, you know, when it looks like Spider-Man is about to get murked by all 5 of these guys, he looks off into the distance and says "you," and so what a lot of people are thinking is that it's Miles Morales in the Ultimate Spider-Man suit. That's what a lot of people are saying. I don't know if that's going to be true. I mean, we saw Miles already at the end of the last trailer, so maybe they're trying to make a correlation there, trying to have us, you know, connect things that are similar in the 2 different trailers. But then again, they look really cool, very nice showing from Spider-Man as well. And so that was the PlayStation E3 2018 conference. I mean, it was good. I liked the content that they showed, right? So I love seeing the Ghost of Tsushima gameplay, even though I'm still kind of 50-50 on it now, and I'm definitely a little bit less hype about the game overall. I liked seeing Last of Us 2, obviously. It was probably the best showing that they had in this entire conference. Death Stranding still left me with what the F, still, you know, very little that we know about the game overall. Spider-Man, I was already sold on, so that was, you know, something that was to be expected for sure and everything. And there's a lot of other cool announcements as well for like Nioh 2 and Kingdom Hearts if you're a big Kingdom Hearts fan. If you like Resident Evil 2, that was really cool as well if you're a big Resident Evil fan and everything. So there was definitely like a lot of stuff here shown of substance, but it was just the way it was shown. It was so weird and everything with this conference. But overall, that was PlayStation's E3 2018 conference, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the recap, and make sure to also subscribe to the channel to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Make sure to also make sure you enter into our giveaway that we're doing on the channel all week for E3. We are giving away 3 $10 PSN cards. All you gotta do is subscribe to PlayStation Source, leave a like on the video, comment what you would use those $10 for, as well as leave your Twitter username in the comment, as well as follow PS Source on Twitter. So I'm sure we have a lot to talk about here following E3 in terms of PlayStation, and I just want to say a quick thank you if you liked any of our E3 coverage or supported it any type of way. We really do appreciate it here at PS Source, and we are glad that we have you guys as viewers and everything, as the audience, that we can make content for. So we really do appreciate it here on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.